Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, this is Jay Leather, and I am here today to give you one starter-ish vendor that will report to Dun and Bradstreet. I have not seen it on the internet as far as people posting on forums or chat rooms or Facebook groups, anything like that. I got approved today. I will show you the email if you want me to. I think it's a vendor that I'm interested in trying and see how they work. I've never heard of them. I do a lot of research online. I verify that if a business says, yeah, we report that's what the truth is, right? Okay. But before I get to that, I just want to say it's nice to be here making a video. I think I'm thankful for being alive. I was driving around in my Dodge Magnum. It's an older one. It's a 2007. But I just got a new motor for it and a lot of new parts, new tires. It's really nice. I got the LED lights in the front. I'm grateful. It's a RT. It's a V8, so wastes a little gas. But I have one of those. I have 3 gas cards. I have Pilot, Flying J. I have BP Solutions, and I have Circle K with Wex. And they actually have gas stations where I live, or they have Wex affiliated gas stations. So that's cool. So I get a little discounts. I don't drive it a lot, but I love driving it. It's such a smooth car. I don't think I ever want to get rid of it. But anyway, so, I just want to say a few things really fast. I won't make this video 17, 18, 19, 20 minutes long like the rest of them. But I keep going back to Facebook business credit groups. And I'm going to tell you something. This is my opinion. Don't take it judgmental. Don't take it any negative way. This is only, remember, I see through the eyes of lenders, vendors, creditors. If I'm going to do business with someone and their business isn't very, very big, it's not like Walmart, McDonald's. It's a smaller business, right? And they say credit repair. Be careful. Once you give your social, date of birth, driver's license number, and all that to someone, you have to trust them that they will do right by you, that they're going to keep it somewhere in their data files. And the moment you are no longer a customer, that they will destroy these files and your information. Now, again, you're going to have to trust them. I personally would not hire any credit repair just because I think I'm comfortable with the knowledge that I do know about personal and business credit, that I do everything on my own. I was just talking to one of the guys. He messaged me on Messenger just now, and I gave him quite a few personal vendors that he could apply for that are going to help him add positive payments to his personal credit. And I told him a few tips on how to dispute the negative items. I told him, listen, don't do the letter thingy. I understand that there's a lot of credit repair kits. Listen, all it is just a bunch of baloney letters that you can find free on the internet. Hell, I'll even give them to you if you want. If you send TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian a letter, it's going to take a few days for them to get it. They have a P.O. box, okay? And that room is so big. Literally, you would have to look at that to believe me. They process so many letters per week that by the time they get to you, it'll be 2-3 weeks. Why not pick up the phone? Why not say, hey, TransUnion, I actually want to dispute that because the amount is wrong. Even if one letter is wrong in your name, even if the amount is wrong, you could even tell them it's not yours. Whatever it is, whatever you feel is right for you, you can dispute. If the creditor, if the credit agency comes back and says, hey, you know what? We validate that this was yours. Dispute it with a different reason. There's a lot of things you can do. I understand that a lot of people don't want to do it themselves, but if you pay a few $100 or thousands to these guys, you will not get the results. You will get results, but you're not going to get the ratio. It won't be equal. You're not going to get 750 credit score for the $500-600 you paid. Doesn't work that way. The only way to improve your credit is to take away negative items and add positive payments. It's the only way. How do you do that? Well, and of course, you got to pay your debts off. But I'm only speaking about if you got negative items, you're going to want to bring a few more positive or pay off the ones you have now. The second thing that I want to point out is this. I see a lot of business credit groups. And look, respectfully, listen to what I'm going to say. I don't want anybody getting offended. This is only from a perspective from someone who owns a business and who understands how things work. I saw a few business credit groups. I saw one for all black businesses. I saw like all Hispanic and I understand that this is the majority, that this is only for Facebook. But if you limit yourself to only one race, one ethnicity, one socioeconomic group, one area, one state, you're going to lose a lot of business. If remember, I see through the eyes of a lender, meaning I want to make sure that the person who I'm doing business with has good credit, has a reputable, has a good reputation, basically. Okay. It works both ways. When I apply for, let's just say, for Home Depot credit or Costco, they're gonna want to know that I am worthy of their business, that that I am worth as a customer to be with them. If I'm not good enough, my credit sucks, my business credit sucks. If I don't even have a real fax number, if I don't have any of that, they're not going to give me credit. However, on the flip side, if I'm going to hire a credit repair company or one of these trade line, oh my God, I don't even want to get into that. If I'm going to pay these companies, I also want to make sure that this company has a DUNS number, that they have an EIN number. I'm going to research the crap out of it. This company better have a fax, a good phone number. They better have good trade references. You can go on Experian Business and check how many references a business has. You're not going to be able to, this is a free version. You can just go on Experian Business and you just look it up. Just Google Experian Business company search. Type in their company. And if they pop up, it'll show you how many trade references they have. You can do the same thing with Equifax. Now, for more detailed information about another business, yeah, you're going to have to buy a membership. But it's okay. So if I'm going to do business with a credit repair, I'm going to check that they have good business credit, that they have good reviews, even the Better Business Bureau, all those good things. Do your due diligence. A lot of these guys, respectfully, are foreign or from another country. And there's nothing wrong from you being from another country. The problem is a lot of these guys advertise as they are from the States, that they live in Atlanta, that they live in California. I live in California. They'll tell you that they live in Georgia and Texas. Listen, if you're going to hire a credit repair company, there is so many of these in every state and just about in every city. You should be able to get on Google and find out where the nearest one is closest to you. You should be able to walk into that office with a mentality like this. Well, if I am debating whether I want to give this company my money, why don't I do a little bit of research? Take 20, 30 minutes out of your day or whenever you're not working. Maybe you're waiting to pick up your kids, whatever it is, go there, get some info, find out everything you can about these guys. Look, the person who owns the business, look at their Facebook, look at who they're friends with. A lot of these guys and girls will have, everything looks good, but whenever you look at their friends, it's all like people from Russia, India, Nigeria, and the rest of Africa, a lot of Europe, like Spain, Portugal, all those other countries. Because these guys, all they do all day is do scams, do this, do that. I am not saying that the people that you're working with are. I'm just telling you, remember, be careful, do your due diligence. It's going to pay off. This is an investment. The second thing I want to talk about is this. I talked about it in one of the videos, but look, it's about trade lines and CPNs. Okay. If you have an aunt and she's got a really good credit and she has 10 credit cards and maybe 5 of them are allowed for you, or they allowed for you to be added as an authorized user, that doesn't mean that they will report. But if they do, hey, it's good for you, but it's a risk. Now, I was only talking about your aunt. Now, if you're going to hire these people for CPNs and all that, they're going to give you baloney numbers that have been given to many people. Look, they can work, but remember, it's all about trusting. And when the trust part comes, I am not as trusting as other people. Anyways, remember, I'm only here to give you good information, free information. I was speaking to one of these guys, not one of these guys. I was speaking to a guy that saw me on YouTube and on Facebook and all that, and he messaged me on Messenger, and he asked me, "Hey, I paid this guy like $600. He didn't really do a good job." And I said, "Well, you don't have to pay me anything." I gave him 4 or 5 companies, and I told him, "Hey, go on TransUnion, go on Equifax, make a free account," because Equifax just updated their website, and it's so much easier to do the disputes. So much easier. Before, it sucked. You could put all your personal info, and the website would say something like, "Oh, we don't recognize it," or "We can validate you," and they wouldn't let you in. Now it's a lot easier. Pick up the phone, call Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Get on that, okay? But anyways, my personal opinion is mine's. Hopefully some of you can relate, and maybe you can become a little bit more vigilant and alert. Okay. So today, the company that I'm going to speak about is called Tally. TALLEY.com. So tallycom.com. I'll say it again. TALLEY.com. So COM, Tallycom, and then .com. So this company is pretty big. Their corporate office is out of Santa Fe, California, I think Palm Springs or something like that. Well, let me tell you, they report to Dun and Bradstreet, but they actually verified everything. I've had other companies that I applied for, like vendors and stuff like that. Yeah, they call a couple of people. But this one, they did a lot of credit checking. They checked. I gave them 3 references. Granger couldn't get back to them for some reason. So I tell them, okay, I sent them 6 more. And then they approved me. They gave me $3,500. But I'm not looking for that much, you know. I'm only looking to buy a few things. And like I've always said, again, best practice, purchase anything over $50. Okay, so this is how I applied. What you have to do is call tallycom.com. Call them, Google them. Remember, they're out of I think they're like Santa Fe, California, or Santa Fe Street. If you Google it, that's the address, so that way you know exactly which one it is. Oh, one more thing before I continue. If anytime you want to find like a DUNS number or like information on a company, Dun and Bradstreet has another company. It's called Hoover's. Sorry, Hoover's. HOOVER. Okay, so this is what you do. You type it on Google. Tallycom.com Hoover's. What's going to happen is Google's going to take you to the Hoover's, which is a part of Dun and Bradstreet, and it's going to show you it's actually called Tally Inc. That's the actual register name, Tally Inc. And then you look at the address, and then you verify that that's the one. This resource is completely free. Just do simple Google. Okay. So Tally, what they did is I called them. The credit lady, her name is Sharon. Don't tell anybody. And she was really nice. I made her laugh a little bit. She emailed me a credit application. I filled it out right away. I sent it back, and I gave it like 15 minutes, and I called her back. I couldn't reach her right away because she was busy. So I sent her an email, and then I kept calling, and then I finally got a hold of her, and I said, "Hey, I just want to make sure that you got my application." And she was like, "Oh, okay, let me see. What's your business name?" And she looked it up, and she said, "Yes, I have it. I got it." And I said, "Well, look, let me know if you need anything else from me. I really want this account. I own a landscaping business." So what happened was this. Another gentleman, that is, I don't know if he was like a regional manager or one of the big up there guys, right, in the company, for the Southern California district. He called me, and he was very, very specific about what he wanted from me. He wanted to be sure, like, he wanted to call me on my cell phone. He called me at my landline. He checked on my website. He emailed me. He asked me if I had a fax. Of course I do, because if we want to build business credit the correct way, this is what we do, right? Okay, so all that, I think the conversation took about 25 minutes. I was getting tired of being on the phone with him. Every time he asked, and he was asking me this and that, and he said, yeah, I called your vendors. They look really good. And after that, he said, okay, I'm going to tell Sharon or the credit department to go ahead and proceed. So that was yesterday. I called back today, and I talked to Sharon again, and I said, hey, yesterday I spoke to one of your guys, and he said everything was fine. Sharon asked me for more references. So I emailed her back, and then 20 minutes later, she emailed me back again and said, okay, you've been approved for $3,000. I'm sorry, $3,000, not $3,500, for $3,000. And I was like, great, you know, but they question the products that they sell against or versus the services that I provide. So technically I don't really need anything from the company for the from Tally for my company, but I can use it for, you know, whatever else I need. Remember, tallycom.com. Check it out. Remember, listen to what I said, because they're gonna verify you. These guys don't play around. They want to make sure that the people who they extend credit to are real businesses, and they're gonna pay it back. Let's see. It's I don't want to run this video too long. What else I can say? Well, you know what, guys? There is one more vendor, and remember, this is a vendor that I have not seen online yet. Apply for it if you can. You know what? I would personally have a couple references, a couple accounts reporting, like on Equifax, Experian, maybe one or two on DNB. It's super easy. Look online, you'll find them, or listen to these videos, or watch my videos. I'll give you more. But with Tally, it pays off. If you do everything right, they'll approve you, and you'll have an extra DNB account. I mean, why not? The more the merrier, right? The ultimate goal for me when I started building credit was to get to the tier 4, 5th, where I could apply for the cash credit cards. Once I got high limits, I ended up going to one of these companies, and I liquidated all the credit cards, plus the loans that I had, and it equaled a significant amount. Then I was able to go and buy a small little property. It wasn't a big property like these guys say on YouTube. There's ways you can do it, but I bought a home. I used a lot of this money towards the mortgage, towards everything, and I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. So what I did is, once I bought that house, I rented. I didn't rent it the entire house out. I rented each room, and I even made the garage a room. So I have 4 rooms renting out for about $650 each, and I'm using that money to pay all the credit cards, the business credit cards that I had. This is the basic, most popular way to become financially independent. There's other ways, but today, that's all I'm can't even talk today. That's all I'm gonna be speaking about today. Let me put my glasses. Let me turn on this charger, and let's see how it sounds. All right. All right. Listen to the roar. That's the sound of a lion. Have a nice day, guys, and I'm gonna see you on the next video. Bye-bye.